Welcome back to this Let's Play of Settlement Survival. We are currently on what I think is episode 5, if I'm not counting correctly. If you want to go and see the first episode and catch up on the series, you can do so below. And let's get into it. Last episode, we were kind of struggling a lot with food resources, and we were having this problem that essentially a lot of people were starving to death. Therefore, we have a really big cemetery over here, and this one is awful. But we fixed it kind of. So now we're, making sure that we have a little bit of a higher stockpile of food. The reason why the food shortage happened in the first place was because we were experiencing a flood, and apparently the food that we were stockpiling in the first place wasn't enough for us. So that was kind of the situation, yeah. And we're currently kind of developing through this tech tree of farming because we're trying to get a little bit more of a robust food resource and see if that helps us, and so on. We do also need more houses. We're currently working towards developing this stuff over here to becoming a new housing district, essentially, because we have a marketplace and all of that. One of the things that we do want to build though is this is a hospital, and this would be great, especially if we ever experience a plague again, because we're currently at a pretty high population. So if we get the plague now, we're gonna have a problem. But a lot of people here are also like, freezing and so on. So I kind of get confused why they're freezing though, because we should have enough material, fuel and so on to deal with this. But there seem to be some people who are freezing anyway. Who's interesting. Okay, so it snowed for a little bit and then the snow just disappeared in the middle of December. That's a choice. That's an interesting thing. Also want to try to prioritize this over here and see if that helps. This is our 2 stone quarries that are currently working extremely hard. They're trying to produce as much stone as we can, but we haven't at the moment. Okay. And we're also working on linen, which we have made already. The only problem is we haven't made any clothing, because I think this is a bathhouse and this is a soap workshop. There's a lot of smaller minor things that we might actually work towards that we haven't, because we're missing those tiny type of things. Also, I'm gonna set up a big, huge, enormous pumpkin field. There you go. That means that when the spring comes around, we should have enough stockpiling of food to have no problem with the winter times. I hope, at least. And we also should start to develop other things going on. So we have all of these things, which is nice. All of these things we are producing. We should maybe have another sandpit, but we don't. We have the mills. I do believe we have the curing workshop, because I think that's one of these ones. And that's butcher, that's curing. Okay, yeah. So we have a curing workshop. We have a butcher, we have everything. We don't currently have enough vegetables to do this veggie meal. We don't have a winery set up already. We do have a tea shop though, which is really nice. I think that one's helping a lot of our happiness tank afloat a little bit. We also have a textile mill somewhere, I think. Don't know where. We're having an advanced tailor, which is this one over here. They are working on clothing, such as a down jacket, which is nice because that means our linen and our wool is getting used to that. There's also something like a clothing factory, which we don't have yet because we don't currently have steel. which is something we might want to deal with. We are also made this one. This is refined fuel, which is really good for us. I think I'm going to increase the output limit a lot more. We're going to say this is going to be 500, so you can have 500 of coal, and that should be a really decent source for our whole place. It still is kind of confusing though. I do need steel, but I don't currently have it. So, where would that be? Would it be under mining? Because we need to work ourselves towards essentially making steel, and we don't currently do have a process of making steel. So there's cut stone, and I don't think this is the part. Agriculture is not it. Where is the making steel? Where is that? We have knitting, salt making, food processing, mill, weaving. None of this makes any sort of sense. Maybe logistics? Or warehouse? Is there any way for me to search things up? Because it would be really nice right now if I could get steel to work. Okay, so at the smelter. Okay, so wait, I should have a smelter then. The heat is unbearable. Some citizens are resting by the riverside as they cool off, but there's also some people propose to go for a swim in the river. The river looks calm and many citizens are tempted to go for a swim. Do you want to stop them? No? Okay. That is nice. I would assume that people might have learned how to swim somewhere, sometime. Okay, so it's currently June and we still are having a starving issue. Why are we having a starving issue? We should have food. This shouldn't be a problem at the moment. Maybe I should build a trading port just so we can buy a lot of extra food just in case. Because currently we're producing of some things and then producing of food, which is frustrating. But we should be fine though. Harvest is happening in a little while. Here, like, see, now we're currently harvesting. Or soon. It's like 82%. And then this one is 72%. 77%. All of these flax ones aren't actually food in though. And this one is 78%. Like, we should be fine in a little while. Just don't know if that's making people die automatically right away. Seems a little bit extreme if it is. Okay, more farms for you guys then. Okay. Even more farms, yes. So if I do over here. Wow. There we go. I know there's some rule about what's efficient in this game. I just haven't paid enough attention to figure it out. There's also this compass plant over here should be helping all of the things around it. So if we put it here, this should help this area, I believe. I think that is a good situation, yes. Except for that, we should be fine. We have a low amount of tools and low amount of clothing, but except for that, we should be fine. We're still dealing with the starvation issues, but maybe it's just because they can't move things, because they also had a problem with the place again. If I have a tech point, is there anything in the storage facility, the warehouse over here, that can mean that I can make a bigger amount? Small warehouse, yes. So now I can store even more things, you know? Please, please let me store teams. And then slowly but surely, hopefully this means... Where can I place it, please? Let me place things. Okay. Is it just on both sides? Oh, okay. Well, that's fine by me. Okay, prioritize, go and build some warehouses. Yeah. That's gonna be it, I think. Why can't it be placed there? Is it because there's like one piece of road in the middle? No, go away. There you go. Okay, nice, nice. I don't understand why that one piece of road was there. Okay. So we're working on the warehouses. That's the reason why they kept on saying warehouse. I was so confused. I was just like, what do you mean warehouse? What type of logic is that? We're still having issues again. We're still dealing with the food shortage. Please. Okay. I just got a phone call because essentially I'm getting a second puppy. I have a dog and he's getting a friend, and that was just a conversation about that. So I just got called in the middle of the recording. Our starvation seems to get worse. We got a new seed. Which seed did we get though? Can't actually see anything new. It's not oat. Is it pea seeds? Because if it's pea seeds, I would love to, you know. Why are we having such a slow progress when it comes to these warehouses? It would be amazing if people just automatically did stuff. No workers has been assigned. Okay. What's happening? I think maybe people are dying and then we're having a struggle because people are starving to death. And that's kind of a rough situation. The turning on disasters was maybe, you know, a bad idea. Okay, so everybody's working on moving things around right now. And that's okay, that's good. Hopefully that means that we're eventually solving everything. All of these people, this place can like stay empty. It doesn't really matter to me. Maybe one of the things I could do in the meantime, because I haven't done it in a while, is just like gather plants. If you guys wanna gather any sort of food in the area while this is happening, you feel free to do so. Yeah, it's essentially like any area plants over here. Go ahead and do so. Actually, I do wonder, one of the things, is it like possible for me to ever like buy stuff over here in this area? Because I don't think so. I just hope so. Preparing materials for the structure. Why are people having such a problem? I know people are dying, but they're not moving anything around, and it's kind of confusing me a little bit because there's so much wood lying around. It's like everywhere, so I'm confused. Maybe if I just, even though I really want these to be built, they seem to have a real big problem with being built at the moment. So I'm just gonna do that because that just requires labor. So if you guys prioritize this. There's so much food there, it's just nobody's moving it around. So many people are starving even though like we're doing okay at the food supply. Like this is an insane amount of food. It's just nobody's doing anything. I'm kind of getting confused as to why though. All warehouses are full, and I know that, but just do it, you know? Is it that big of an issue? One citizen is thirsty. We have 6,661 plants. This is insane. Okay, so... Okay, all of you guys are eating, which is nice. Look at you go! Now please work on these warehouses. That'd be so wonderful, thank you. Both of these, either or. I think I can only prioritize one thing at a time and, you know, do that. I don't entirely know how it's going underneath the hood, but it's kind of an issue that we haven't been able to harvest all of this food by the time April rolls around, because hopefully some of these places would be like entirely sowed, essentially, by this point, and it's kind of an issue that they aren't. Yeah, but at least we solved the food issue now. A couple of places have empty people, which means that eventually when the population does pick up and people are not dead, we're gonna have a better process. But it is kind of sad to see that so many people died, but you know, that is the process of these type of games. Every once in a while you run into catastrophes and then you have to deal with them. We are starting to gain a lot more food, and we're now having a positive food outcome, which is nice. There's immigrants, and then there's a merchant ship. Do we need to purchase the glass bottles? I can only buy old glass bottles at a low price, and the price can't be higher. 1 silver coin per glass bottle. Okay. I don't know. Seems strange. No idea. Okay, so the warehouse is now holding a lot of things. We're starting to actually having opportunity to have warehouses, which I should probably have done way before. I just didn't realize it was an option. That happens, you know. If I place a couple of these things over here, these things can be warehouses. And then maybe we can clear up some of these storage places and put something else in there. Maybe food or something else, I don't know. But it does mean that our food production is now starting to stack up a little bit, which is nice. We're still dealing with meat that we don't... Our meat output is not that great. We're still having issues with like not having enough laborers, which means when these immigration people come, maybe it's fine for us to actually accept them, just because so many people died. Wouldn't always say that is a good option, but sometimes it is fine. Okay, so this one, output limits is reached, therefore you can pause that one. I can also pause the sand pit in the meantime. One can be a fisherman. That sounds like a good idea. We have a lot of people to be farmers at the moment. Crime has occurred in the settlement, so you can... Oh, okay, so now we need police people. Now when half of my population died. Okay. Sounds amazing. Sounds great. I just need more people. Oof. The traveling merchant is here. Okay, nice. What do you want to give me? What's the option? Ooh, buffalo meat. I can sell you flax. We don't need that much, you know. We just need more people. We have so many houses free. Even the students' limits is going down. Has gone down, essentially. And then we need people to deal with this cattle and even harvesting the food that we're currently having. Because we're having a lot of decent food at the moment, which is really good. That means we solved our food issue, but all of the rest, you know. Why does this one only require 1? This one's require 2 and this one's require 4. Kind of confusing. I just said I want to prioritize. I don't know. Is it because it requires 1 tree to be chopped down? Yeah. Okay, so this one requires 2 to be chopped down, I think. That seems fine. Is there anything else here? Maybe we need to do, I don't know. Water is going down and clothing is going down. So that means I need to turn on the clothing production at one point. Don't remember where it was though. Is it this one? No, that's chopping house. Is it this one? No, that's planks. Did I turn the clothing off? I feel like I did. Oh no, there's just nobody actually there. Well then, yes, do indeed come and join us. Is it here? Accept. There's so many houses for you. You can take anyone that you want to pick. So many. Feel free to move anywhere. Which means that our houses should be dealt with pretty quickly. Right now, one person can join in the church. One person can work there. One person can work at the tailor. Other than that, I don't know. One person can work here. That is empty. Other than that, I don't know. Is there any other place? Advanced tailor, yeah, one person can work here. All the other places should be fine. We have 3 more laborers we can assign. Don't know. I could maybe like unpause some of these because I have paused some places. Maybe the water stuff, I don't know. Chopping house, probably. One here. One person can work there. Output limit, reach. Okay, true. We don't really need people to work there. If we already have essentially what is required, which is like the advanced field, it should be fine. Annual production, annual consumption. Okay, never mind. We need to turn this one on. Even if it doesn't seem like it, we do need to. So, yeah. I think that's technically it. I hope you guys liked this episode of Settlement Survival. And other than that, I hope everything's okay. See you guys next time. In the next episode. Bye bye.